not rainy Thursday afternoon at Extended Stave. I am so happy to bring a place where people used to say I do and give it a wonderful facelift to be able to create a new corporate bourbon wedding venue plus for Anderson County. This has been a wonderful 6 to 7 months to make it ours and to make it a new home for the Extended Stave. My name is Carrie Trapp. Over here to our left are our partners, Jason Taylor, Raj Patel, and Lev Orlov. Tucked behind you, I know that some people have seen the map and we will be able to open it up. We have an additional 53 total acres here with a pavilion, a pond, a wedding room, as well as our first set of bourbon warehouses. Each of those warehouses are 20,000 square feet, and we have the site approved by our wonderful planning and zoning here for up to 15 new, well, we call it Extended Stave because it's your barrel's place to sleep. Your barrels sleep better here at Extended Stave, as one of our cute little sayings are to be. And then lastly, we got some wonderful news this morning that our application for the Kentucky Distillers Association was approved. So we were very happy to be one of the members of the today. I have not seen Eric Gregory here yet. Did he make it when I was gone by chance? But we are very, yes, we have.
I'm Eric Gregory.
You Again, we are so excited to be a part of the KDA and at the one of the first new craft level rectifiers here in the state. So just wonderful things happening. I'm going to close by saying we have a fun story. I will share it with you later. But if in doubt, if you need a good chuckle, you can call and listen to my voice because our phone number is 859-BOURBON. And there's a wonderful story with how we got that. But if any time you need to hear a little pour, you can have people all across the country dial in to 859-BOURBON and you will get right here to this location. With that said, Jason Taylor, I'll let you take over.
All right. They told me I was the desperate partner, so I was the last one in, so I had to do all the speaking. It's really bad. Really bad. So I'm going to read the list of people that we do want to thank them. The mayor, is he in the room? No. Okay. No, sir. Mayor Young, we thank you. Renee with the planning, I know her husband's here, we thank you. Mr. Goodman, County Judge Executive, where's he? Thank you, sir, for allowing us to come here. Joe Milan helped us with the Sheriff's Office. We want to thank the EMS and the Anderson Fire Department, Kentucky ABC, Kentucky Distillers Association, thank you. Traditional Bank, where's Mike Friesen? You gave us all the money. We hope to give it back, maybe someday, but thank you. We want to thank our insurance partners, and then we want to thank Kaylin Query with Lexington Event Company, who's helping us run the event side of this business. Our business is boring, guys. We're just going to put barrels, stack them up, and let them sleep. So we at least had to do something up here that was fun. So, you know, it's simple business, but we're excited to be in Anderson County. We're excited this is going to be a $20 million project when it's all said and done, we hope. So, we hope to do fair jobs that are long-staying, and then we can grow from there. So, with that, I get to welcome our governor, who is pro-business, pro-growth, and has done a phenomenal job for our state. He's the only governor that was on at 5 o'clock when you were drinking your 5 o'clock bourbon. So without further ado, I give you Andy the shoe.
Good afternoon. What a way to end a Thursday. Celebrating a $20 million investment in this county. And not just any investment, because yes, I'm pro-business, I'm pro-growth, but I'm most certainly pro-bourbon. I want to thank Carrie Trapp, Jason Taylor, Raj, local leaders, and everyone at Extended Stave for this investment. And I got to tell you, this is a bit new for me. I've been doing a lot of ribbon cuttings, but I've never heard anyone ever thank planning and zoning. And that means, Judge, that you all came together to support this company pretty well. And I've definitely never heard anyone thank ABC, so I'll make sure I tell them back in Frankfurt. The expansion we're seeing here at Extended Stave shows the tremendous success that we are seeing in Kentucky in both tourism and our bourbon industries. Last year, we announced that 2022 was our best year for tourism in our history. Nearly 76 million travelers came to Kentucky. They spent a total of $8.9 billion in our state. Tourism generated $12.9 billion in economic impact for us, for our families, and it helped employ 91,668 Kentuckians. Extended Stave is adding to that. We appreciate those jobs. And I think it's next week that we're going to announce the numbers for 2023. Let me tell you, our record-breaking win streak is going to continue. You think about what this means in regards to our booming economy. And since I became governor, we've had over 1,000 new location and expansion projects. This is one. A record $30.6 billion of private sector investment, a record that we've never even been close to. 52,700 new jobs for our families. Along the way, we've broken every record, not just in tourism, but in exports. We set record low unemployment and record low recidivism. There is a lot to be excited about in Kentucky, and to be able to toast with a bourbon to the success we've had and the success we're creating. And I think what the judge gets when we look at these is that when you do these jobs, you don't want to look back on it and count your number of R's and D's in a General Assembly or in a fiscal court. You want to look at the impact that you've made on people's lives. You want to look at how we've improved communities for our families, the opportunities that are there for people. I'm convinced that when people wake up in the morning, they're not thinking about their political party. They're not even thinking about the presidential race. They're thinking about their job and whether they make enough to support their family. They're thinking about their next doctor's appointment for themselves or their kids or their parents. They're thinking about the roads and bridges they're going to drive that day and whether they're safe. They're thinking about public safety in their community, and they're thinking about their schools that their kids are going to. Our bourbon industry is helping to drive especially those jobs that makes families have the security of knowing where their next meal is coming from. And this facility is going to continue to bring tourists not just to Kentucky and to the Bourbon Trail, but to this county, to make sure that you see, that Anderson County sees, your share of what has been a record-setting attendance on the Bourbon Trail every single year for the last several years. With more and more people visiting our state, folks, we're no longer a flyover state. We are certainly the destination. And with our economic success, nobody's ever going to be able to look down their nose at us again, and no one's ever going to be able to make fun of our accents ever again. I mean, you think about bourbon being America's native spirit now. You know, 95% of the world's bourbon's made in Kentucky, and the other 5% is counterfeit. But what it means as the popularity of bourbon grows, and in fact, what Extended Stave does to help so many other people enter into this industry. What they do for different clients that allows craft distillers and others to break in, to ultimately add that next distillery, that next opportunity in Kentucky. This isn't just an opportunity right here. It's helping to create them all over our Commonwealth. And please don't store anyone's bourbon that's not in Kentucky. Since the start of our administration, we've now welcomed roughly 100 new bourbon investments for $4.2 billion of investment. 1,800 new full-time jobs for our people. And based on the data through the end of last year, bourbon generates a $9 billion impact for our state each and every year. In 2022, 2.1 million people came just for the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky, and that is growing each and every year. With the help of Extended Stave, we are going to continue to break records, which is going to bring more prosperity for our people and more prosperity for our families. Extended Stave is a premier destination for bourbon storage, brokerage, and events. And with the new improvements to this facility, it's now going to host more corporate events, retreats, reunions, in addition to weddings. And by the way, this facility right here held a very successful fundraiser that I'm still very grateful for in my last election. Extended Stave is located along a stretch of road known as McCall Spring, which you all know is home to Wild Turkey, Four Roses, and the new Lawrenceburg Bourbon Company. That all makes Lawrenceburg and Anderson County a hub for bourbon and tourism, bringing those jobs and opportunity and prosperity to people right here. Right now, it is an exciting time to be a Kentuckian. With the rest of the country talking so positively about us, with us being one of the first places people look to invest and not one of the last. Us being ranked number 3 in per capita economic development in the entire country last year and number 2 the year before that. Suddenly we were everybody's first call, including companies that used to claim they didn't have our number at all. And it's folks like these entrepreneurs raising their families in our communities and investing right here that help drive all of that forward. You look at investments in Anderson County, Judge, you know we've had some of the biggest ones in the past couple of years that we've seen in a long time, and we're not stopping there. And I'll give it to the judge and the rest of your elected officials, the way they're working with this region, knowing that jobs that come to any of these counties that are connected benefit all of us, are helping us recruit more and more and more companies. Our people are always our best investment. Now, one of the reasons that we're succeeding is what we call our workforce, but those are just our people. Those are just our families. The rest of the world is starting to see how special we are. From the great bourbon we make to the ways that we can help any company be successful, it is a special, special time for Kentucky. I got a chance a couple weeks ago to give out a trophy at a horse race. And I did not drop it. No, I'm not kidding you. There was a governor that dropped the trophy one year. And when you're doing that, there's about 19 million people watching. So I wanted to make sure I took the chance to talk about the exciting things going on here, about all the investment in us, about the records that we're breaking, because there was a chance for people watching all over the world to hear our good news, and I wanted to make sure that we told them. One thing I said near the end of that with all of it is I welcome people to our new Kentucky home, one filled with opportunity where we can do anything and provide any opportunity, especially to the kids that are here. We'll have done our jobs right as responsible adults if they can grow up dreaming about doing anything, no matter how big it is, and they have a chance to chase it right here in Kentucky and in the communities that they are from. So I want to congratulate Extended Stave on this expansion and the grand opening. I can't wait to see the positive impact it has on Lawrenceburg and Anderson County. And I'd end by saying, life is short. Our job is to be kind to each other and to do good things, and that's exactly what's happening today. And with that, I think I get to invite everybody up to do my favorite thing. Now, the announcements that you make on things like this are great. They're the hope. The groundbreakings you do are the progress. The ribbon cuttings are the reality. It's when the investment is here. It's when the jobs have already started. I believe that while they make great pictures, and they do make great pictures, this is the most consequential act we do in celebrating, because it means that your time has come and the opportunity is here. So Anderson County, Lawrenceburg, congratulations, and thank you to Extended Stave. You want to help cut a ribbon? Three, that's not the two.
I know.
Let me tell you what, when they turn 13, you're tied.